On your screen it says Budovic and Tudisner, but it should be Orcas and Hämeelinnan, and they're off. So the champions of the Finnish league against the top Danish team. I'm sorry, against the Colombian team, Orcas. So Orcas has got the ball, and it seems like it's out of play. And who's going to receive it for the free ball here? Going to the Finns. My name is Davril Tiem, and I'll be with you for the 3 days competition. On behalf of Vinne and the crew, we're glad to have you on. There are over 100 people watching at least. Now the Finns are coming in, and the referees have halted play. A free ball for Orcas. They're off. Oh, he's got a pass down to somebody on the left side of the pool, and a pass straight out in front, sort of. He knew his teammate would be there, and in they come along the bottom. Their lungs are fresh. Everybody's raring to go, so there'll be a lot of pressure. They'll be trying to score in the first moments of the game to get momentum. The Finns have got the ball back. 2 players forechecking hard. He manages to pass down to the bottom. The ball's knocked away. 1 Orcas player between 2 Finns, and the referees halt action again. The referees have told the teams that this year they will be calling foul play if there's punching of the ball, even if the punch goes straight on the ball. The reason is because it's deemed hazardous to the bones in the hand. So that will be something new for the players to adjust to. And Orcas is on the move again. Coming in the bottom, he's got an open goal. The goalie's come off and pushed down. Scrambling, and they're trying to make something happen. Holding the ball along the bottom. There's a swarm of players. I can't see who's got it, but they've gone up, floating up to the surface. He's passed back to his teammate, who heads straight back in, trying to open above the goal. And manages to pass down, and there's pressure here. And another Colombian player's got it. More pressure. And the Colombians are putting on a relentless attack here. Orcas is going to be tough. They've come a long way, and they want to make an impression immediately on Hämeelinnan. The Finns have been on the defensive for most of this first half here. Headed back, looking for a new wave coming in, and 3 players. Each spins around looking for his teammate, holds onto the ball, and scooped up by a couple of Finnish defenders. Finn's taken the ball, passed out to his teammate, but it's really aggressive play, and he drops the ball, and the buzzer sounds. The referees have halted action, and it's going to be a free throw in favor of Hämeelinnan. So you see the Finnish back lifting the ball. The buzzer goes. He passes down. They've got 2 players coming in. 2 more behind. Pass backwards. There's some forechecking here. The Finns slow it down. They're not trying to grind it out by the goal right now. And the player's under pressure. He's tall. He's holding the ball away. Bobbled. Recovered. Manages to pass to his teammate, who comes in. He faces the back. The back's got his fins up, blocks the way. He passes to the right. The back swings around to defend. He floats up above. Strong fighting there. Halt to the action again. You see who this free throw is going to go to. We're on Facebook, the same page that we were on last year. So you can go in and write your comments and questions, and someone will come and relay them eventually. Orcas is protecting their goal. The Finns come in. Hämeelinnan's got a player on the bottom. Someone swung over. He's tied up. And Orcas has got the ball and is coming out along the bottom. He struggles. He's got player hanging to him. A couple players hovering underneath this scrum on the surface, waiting for it to drop down. They're pushing. The Orcas players are shoving the whole mass over to the Finnish side, over to Hämeelinnan's goal. They've got the ball. It's one player. He's got two on him. He manages to pass it back to his teammate who puts his fins up, blocks the aggressive forechecking. But it's really tough. The guy, how is he holding on to that ball with the two of those big Finnish guys trying to maul him? But he manages to get it off, and Orcas is over but loses the ball. And it's a fast break, batted away by an Orcas player who swims over. He's got three players on him. He's twisting around, and we have a halt in the action again. It's going to be a free ball in favor of Orcas. And it's right above the Finnish goal, so it's a little bit of an opportunity. It's not easy to score a goal anytime, but it's a set play. It's a chance for him to swim, and he's doing this hard work, grinding. It's tied up. It's a lot of adrenaline is flowing here. Colombian player's got the ball on the bottom. He passes to his teammate, who continues to skate in. He turns on his back, looks up, and he's hanging around, swims over, threatening to come in from above. He's got a defender on him. He passes down. They manage to hold on to it. It's a grind on the left side of the basket over there, and the ball bounces to the bottom of the pool, and Hämeenlinnan picks it up. It's a pass which is just in front of his teammate, and another pass just in front of a teammate, and in both cases there was a defender coming in just a millimeter behind. The action is now drifted up to the surface. It's another one of these tie-up battles that build a lot of acid in the muscles. The lactic acid it'll hurt him on Sunday and tomorrow. Another halt in the play. It's going to be a free ball in favor of Orcas. Orcas player swims lazily to the bottom and then slowly up to the surface, getting ready to put the ball in action again. He lifts it, the buzzer sounds, and you see the Colombian players, they hold the ball under their arm and they'll bring it out again if they're getting ready to pass. A lot of free throws in this game, so the refs are really calling a lot of stuff. Here we come. Orcas coming in along the bottom. We got three players. He passes to his teammate. He's grinding forward, and they shift all the way above the basket and over to the other side, to the left side. A lot of pressure now on Hämeenlinnan. But a Finnish player comes up with the ball. He passes back to his teammate who's tied up, and a pass forward, and one of the Hämeenlinnan players is out there. It's 2-on-1. Now it's 2-on-3. He backs away, passes upwards to his teammate who comes in. He passes across come from the right side. There are defenders everywhere. Another halt to play. The referee goes down. All right. Lost equipment being picked up. We're at halftime now. So scoreless first half. Quite intense play. Probably in terms of ball possession, Orcas was ahead, Hämeelinnan. But neither team managed to score. If you can hear well and the picture's good, write on Facebook and tell us what you see. Submit your questions and hopefully we'll be able to get back to you. We'll have some pictures of what's going on. It's 5:10 here in Berlin. It's dark outside. It's the dark time of year. Christmas fair in Berlin has already started. The open markets. Right now it's halfway point in the first match of the Champions Cup 2013. The score 0-0. Hämeelinnan and Orcas are talking about what they're going to do differently in the next half. And we hear a shout. So the action is going to start soon. The Colombian players are in the water, and the Finns are hopping in now. Okay, we're ready for the face-off. The ball is in the middle there. It's a red ball, so you can't see it very well. It's on that black line in between the two underwater refs. It's held in place by a ring. The buzzer sounds and they're off. First to the ball are the Finns, Hämeelinnan. They bat the ball backwards and it skates all the way back to their side. The referee signals for a free ball in favor of Orcas. Orcas is coming in. A lot of the Orcas players are playing with plastic fins. Don't see so many fiberglass fins, which means that they'll be slightly slower, but they'll probably be saving their muscle power. The Finns have got the ball. It's a pass and a break to the other side of the pool. At the midway point, it's broken off, and the Colombian player snatches it up. He's got an open basket. He's looking. The Finnish defense gets in place and gets the ball back again. And it's just a reversal. Stopped at mid-pool. Finnish player's up on the left side, passes down to his teammate who swims across in front of the goal. He's got his foot tied up. He looks for somebody to pass to. He goes up and gets air himself and dives back down again. He's not going in very quickly. He's probably low on energy. He's looking for a teammate. He finds a teammate. They pass over to the middle and then back over to the left side again. It's picked up by an Orcas player who finds his teammate on the bottom but bobbles it, and he's tied up by the Finn. There's a Another one of these muscle contests on the top of the water there. And again, the Orcas players are pushing it to the other side. Keep it away from their own goal. It drops down. And the buzzer sounds. The referees have indicated that it's going to be what's it going to be here? A free ball in favor of Orcas. Orcas has got it there, swimming down. Is it? How is it? Okay. It's okay. All right. Orcas is coming over. It's broken off the attack there. Plays over on the right side, floating up. I think a Hämeelinnan player had it last, but it's tied up. And they managed to get it down to one of the backs who tried to break away. He's got a teammate who dived in and said, pass to me, but he didn't see him. Now they've come all the way over in front of the Colombian goal. There are two defenders there. He's above. He's trying to make some kind of an opportunity from above. And it's a drop ball. Colombian player, Orcas player picks it up, passes to his teammate. He's got that was really big, tough that he held on to that ball in that situation. He didn't see that attack coming from but he felt him. Now that it's that spin and grind motion at the bottom, trying to work through the backs. Colombian players coming in from above. Oh, it's a dangerous situation, but the Finns scoop the ball up, and then the Colombians take it straight back again, and that player is coming in directly back to the goal. It's some tough fighting here. Colombian player picks it up, he drifts to the surface, he passes down to his teammate at the bottom. He's immediately picked up, and they're over into the corner, trying to build up a wave attack. The action's on the other side of the basket. I can't see any more than you can. But now Colombian player's got it in the center. He passes to his teammate who comes back in the center. Back's got his feet. He's grinding. And wow, he went through a defender there. That was really determined play, but it's stripped away, and they go down, and the Hämeelinnan players picks it up. He's clinging to it. The Orcas players run out of air. He has to go up, and there's just relentless pressure on this Finnish defense. Every time they have the ball, the forechecking is very tough. They've lost it again. Orcas has got it. Passes down to his teammate, who's coming in. It's 1-on-2. That doesn't scare him. He's coming in. Now he's picked up by a forward who's trying to strip the ball away. And it ends up still with a Colombian player, and he turns straight back around and goes in against the basket. And in it goes. And so, with about 2/3 of the game gone, it seems that Orcas have gone up 1-0. Very tough play, very close game. But the Colombian team has had more ball possession, and they've been able to break off the Hämeelinnan counterattacks rather quickly, usually at mid-pool. And that's meant that Hämeelinnan has been under pressure defensively on a number of occasions, and now we see it finally has resulted in a 1-0 lead. There's a timeout now, which I assume is called by the Finns. they're talking about what they have to do because they have to turn things around in a relatively limited amount of time. It will be interesting to see if Orcas plays aggressively and tries to score again, or will they try to slow things down and run out the clock. Now we're going to see the Finns halt to play again. I don't know what was called there. All right. A new start. Halfway, and then a pass upwards. That's a famous Finnish trick. The two Finnish players don't see each other. They fight over their own ball. One of them gets it, swims over to the front, and then back down to the bottom. He waits there. He's got a screen. He comes in on the left side. He's grinding. We can't see it, but obviously there's a brutal physical contest going on there. And the Finnish players they've lost it. Hämeenlinnan's lost the ball. It's back in the hands of Orcas. And it's a fast break, 2 on 2. They've got a good position on the goalie, but he's dropped the ball. And Hämeenlinnan player picks it up. That was a good break for the defenders there. That was a risky moment, but there's still a lot of pressure on Hämeenlinnan because Orcas is forechecking fiercely. And they've got the ball back. It's 1 on 3. He's under a lot of pressure. He's holding on to the ball. He manages to get it off to his teammate who drops it down, and he's under pressure. He's got a big player on top of him trying to strip the ball away. They're floating up to the surface, fighting over the ball. It drops down. One of the Orcas players has got it. It's Orcas 2 on 1. He's holding onto the ball. He's drifting up. He's trying to jerk it away and pass it to a teammate and managed to do. It's 1 on 3. And I don't know who he was passing to, but it went to a Finnish player. And the pattern has been here that the Hämeenlinnan players come under intense pressure when they try to clear it out of their own zone. And this is no exception this time. They're drifting up to the surface. The defense is stabilized here. You can see the players switching. One of the Finnish players goes out to do a little bit of aggressive board checking. And wow, the Finns were there, really. And that pass over. He takes a speculative pass way out, and it was just a little too far, and it went straight into the hands of a defender who streaks across the pool. He's tied up. He passes to his teammate who continues. He drops it to another teammate who sees the open goal. He's wrestling to try and get it over there, but he's picked up by the defender, tied up. Finnish defense stabilizes, and they even manage to get the ball back and back out into the center of the pool. It's a wrestling match again. Orcas comes up with the ball, passes backwards, and manages to find his teammate who spins round, passes down again. This time it goes to a Finnish player who heads up and laterally, and then his pass goes, and time is running out, and that's it. So, 1-0 in favor of